When I was invited to come here for the birthday, I said, okay, I will come. Of course, I didn't know I was going to speak. I thought I was accompanying Professor Sumbo to come and give a keynote address. Be that as it may, I want to appreciate this opportunity. I can see a few people who just arrived while we were talking. My boss, Senator Ben Obi, my own senator, and my boss at NILS, Professor Suleiman. I welcome all of you. And when I first looked at the topic on the future of Africa, a lot of things went through my mind. By the way, this is my first time of coming back to the University of Ibadan since 1978. Well, UI people went to University of Ibadan, but we went to the only university of Nigeria. I'm an alumnus of the only University of Nigeria. I knew how we used to quarrel about it. You guys are from UI, we are from University, Great Lion, University of Nigeria. The last time I was here was in 1978. This is where we started Ali Must Go project. It was in the University of Ibadan that we started it. I was Secretary General of Students Union in those days. And this is where we started our first meeting. And then it spread, all over Nigeria. So I was happy to be here, and I've been looking around to remember things that were here, when we were here in 1978, and everything is still good. I want to say that when we speak of Africa's future, and when I looked at this topic, I needed to add something. I said, the future of Africa, building today for tomorrow. Building today for tomorrow. Because whenever we talk about tomorrow, it looks like we're talking about abstract. It looks like we're talking about, something kind of strange. But the Africa we're talking about is the Africa that we will build ourselves. We are the people who are going to build this tomorrow that we are talking about. We can't leave it for anybody. That's why we must be part of what is going on. We need to, organize this in three interlinked pillars. Number one is governance and institutions. When we are talking about Africa of tomorrow, which we must have today, we must have governance and institutions. We must talk about demographic potentials, and then we must talk about economic transformation. There are so many other things, but I just want to look at these three specific areas. When we talk about governance and institutions, no nation can rise above the strength of its institutions. There is no nation in the world that can rise above its institutions. The African future must be built from foundations of democratic governance, accountability and rule of law. If those things do not exist, across our continent we have both progress and setbacks. So I think we must strengthen our parliament across Africa, not just about Nigeria, across Africa. We must empower our judiciary. We must not pocket our judiciary. They are two different things. We must create credible checks and balances